My name is Theo Greenblatt. I'm a contributor to Spider Road Press's Updo flash fiction by women writers, and I'm going to read a piece called 7 Years from that volume. If you had been alone for 7 years, you might allow yourself to fall in love. It could start with glances and smiles and talk about children and poets and pets. You might admire his attachment to his family. After the first innocuous email, you would begin to look for his responses. First twice a day, then 3 times, then 4 times daily. Your exchanges would be witty and esoteric, and the double entendre would be mild, equivocal even. He would say to you one day, over coffee in a pizza parlor reeking of garlic and disinfectant, that when you pushed up the sleeve of your sweater, the sight of your forearm made him hard. So you might agree to kiss him in the parking lot. It's possible you would have him completely alone just once, on a sunny January morning when your children were at school, your first conjugation in 7 years. He might bring a split of champagne, maybe a B.B. King CD, and a 6-pack of condoms, like a box of promises. You would be so anxious that you couldn't actually feel the excitement until it became a memory. He would never go this far again. But afterwards, you would press him to kiss you in an elevator or the shadowed stairwell of a building. You might even go down on him in his steamed-up car parked by the ocean when you both swore you were only going to have lunch together. You might cry and throw your favorite casserole dish across the room if one windy night your internet connection went down and you couldn't check your email. The memory of his touch, played over and over, would always be more potent than the experience itself. If you had been alone for 7 years, and even before that, no man had understood your language, you could go on with this man for a long time. You would not quite starve because he would keep feeding you with words. You might find yourself willing to live that way indefinitely, surviving on a diet of poetry and euphemism. Then one day you might overhear him feeding words to someone else. They would be familiar words, words that you had sucked on for their sweetness late at night sitting alone at your computer screen. Or they might be words that you had fed to him and he regurgitated like a bird feeding its young. Your words would be the richest ones because you would have been saving them for so long before you lavished them on this man, this married man. If you had been alone for 7 years, you could fall in love with a married man, but it would probably end this way. And even if you knew that right from the start, you still would not say no to that first garlic kiss in the parking lot. If you're interested in seeing more of my writing, you can check out my website at www.theogreenblatt.com. And stay tuned for more interesting readings from Spider Road Press on Instagram coming this spring.